Aman and Arshad, how are the two of you doing?
Beautiful.
We're doing great.
Good to see you joining me from the safety of your own homes. I hope the two of you are keeping safe in these times.
Doing our best.
Shilpa, I hope you are too.
I am. I was almost going to say in these trying times, but then I realized that is one of my least liked phrases these days. So
Right.
on a lighter note, what is the phrase that you hate that is associated with these times? You know, like in these unprecedented times, etc. You know, what is the kind of phrase that you've come to hate?
The new normal.
The new normal. Okay, it's old already, so no
Yeah.
new normals for us. What about you, Arshad?
I don't know. I mean, phrases keep coming and keep going. I really don't give so much thought to it.
You don't give so much thought to it, all that. Okay, good attitude, super. Anyway, I'll come straight to the point. This is a reality show, it's a competition. So who won?
Huh?
Okay. We
This
tell you
show,
that-
I won.
You won. Okay.
Yay!
Okay, good. Now the
The
viewers.
next interview, Baman will win. Yay!
But okay, so you guys are not going to tell me who won.
we
No
can
chance.
tell you. I don't know if that's a problem.
Oh yes, of
It's
course.
not a
of course.
problem. We can tell you if you really want to know. You really
No,
want.
I
Okay,
don't.
okay, Baman, let's just
No, no,
tell
I
her.
can tell you. 1 second. She wants to know.
Johnny Lever won it.
How is the world going to know? We're just telling her. Can I
Johnny
tell
Lever
her,
won it.
Aditi, please allow me to tell her. Come on. She's asking.
No, okay.
You
I
don't
asked
wanna
for
know.
it. I asked for it, but don't.
No.
Okay, I'll tell you one. The winner. Can I tell? I'll go from 3. Who was in 3rd place, 2nd place, and 1st place. In 3rd place. Hey, I forgot now.
Fine. I asked for it. But okay, so I think we'll talk about lighter things then. No spoilers. A much needed shot in the arm, a dose of comedy. So tell me, when did you guys shoot this? Was it after we were all dealing with the pandemic?
I think it's the time when the first shoot started sprouting out in studios, and it was pretty well done, I must say. It was the first time I stepped onto the set after almost 8 months, maybe. I've been locked in. I'd never stepped out of the house before that. I never stepped out of a house, literally,
Okay.
for the months. And then I went onto the set, and everyone was tested twice. And then on the set, people were being tested. And it was a pretty tight set at that point of time. It was great to meet Arshad after so long and meet these 10 wonderfully talented people. So it was after the pandemic, actually.
It was after. So it must have been surreal, right? Making comedy with the umbrella of the pandemic over you. Does it change things? Does it affect things?
I think being, I would say, I'm speaking for Baman as well, being actors now, somewhere down the line, the first thing you learn is to ignore the surrounding. That's the first thing you do. You have to.
When I'm acting with Arshad, I ignore the co-actor. No, go ahead, Arshad. Yeah.
you just got to forget about everything and do your job. I think that's what we did. And that's what all the contestants, all the comedians did. They had to kind of forget about everything, what's happening outside, concentrate on this moment at this time. That's all we did.
If I might add to what Arshad is saying, not only, I think Arshad is so right when he says you have to block out everything else, but I don't think that they just blocked out everything. They were, I think, working with a vengeance, almost like we're taking revenge on people who gave us, on the situation that gave us so much stress for such a long time. I think there was a lot of revenge. It was revenge comedy. Itna hasaya. Yeah.
The other factor I'll tell you, which worked for us feeling safe, is that all the cameras were placed. You understand? So it was not like there are cameramen walking around, there's a unit walking. Everything was set, placed in a different section. Okay. The whole comedians were in different section. Baman and me were in different section. So there was a lot of all this. So I think it was, as far as precautions are concerned, it was done to the T.
Okay. So the other contestants had to hold in their laughter, but you were free to laugh. But honestly, tell me, did you ever fake any laughs?
No, why?
Can't do that.
Can't do that.
I can't do that.
I can't do that. And a laughter that comes spontaneously, you can see it a mile away. Like,
never done a polite laugh?
I have faked, not before. I have. Sometimes you got to be polite, especially with Arshad. Poor try so hard to make you laugh. Out of every 10 shots, I do it. I do it pretty well, much better
Okay,
than.
Baman, there's going to be a knock on your door. I've sent a guy to kill you. Okay. So,
You
just
guys
oblige.
are good. Is
Thank
this
you.
how it is when all comedians get together? It's like joke after joke and you forget what you were talking about. Is that what happens?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we used to try and figure out who's going to be doing the talking. And then Cyrus walks into the room.
And nobody's
At the end
talking.
of it, we khatam, then we don't get a chance. Then Menon walks into the room. I must say that Gaurav Gira and Sunil Grover aren't as talkative as these two guys, but they are they're naughty boys. They're really sweet, naughty boys. And the girls were outstanding. They were out, all of them. I mean, all of them were outstanding.
You know who kind of another guy who shocked both of us actually was Akash.
Okay.
The last the end of the show.
Hey, you can't say that. You can't say
No.
that.
I'm just saying, towards the end of the show,
Hmm.
he suddenly
He woke up.
went ballistic, and every second line he said was so funny. I was going mad. I said, "What is this guy doing?"
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
these comedians,
Each
I
one,
live- yeah.
each of the contestants had their moments. You know,
Hmm.
they was that everybody had the time when they were going nuts. I think this was Akash.
you know, these comedians are also influencers. So they're used to working with mediums like Instagram or maybe Twitter. So how funny were they in this format, which is more traditional? You're on screen and you have to make people laugh.
It's not traditional at all.
Okay, it's not.
It's
Okay.
not. So let me just put this in the proper perspective. It's not at all traditional. In fact, they may not have come with something that's really planned. Everything happens on the fly. They pick up a piece of furniture, or they pick up a prop, or they start improvising with it. And then somebody else will come to your face and say something. You got to respond to that. It's repartee. It's a bunch of different genres of comedy all thrown together. But it's not stand-up comedy either. It's not television
It's
comedy.
more improv, you know. It's more improv. And what happens is, if you've planned something, you've rehearsed for like 2 months and decided, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But when you start there, your response and the replies are completely different. So you can't really, what you've planned doesn't really work. It has to be in that moment. So it all comes down to how bright or how good a comedian and how sharp with your mind. It is a tough game, let me tell you that. It's very tough.
We're coming from the two of you, and if you say it's tough, I believe you, because you are two of the funniest men we have around. And then you have all these younger comedians coming up. Do you think they have something that you don't, this newer generation?
Again, I'll tell you, talent. Baman, what is she asking this
I know,
child?
And I know that was a dig at these younger comedians.
No, but really, you know, they grow up with technology. Maybe, you know, the internet gives them more jokes than you did.
I'll tell you something. But humor is humor. Okay, it has no boundary of anything. You know, age or any country or anything. If you're funny, you're funny. You know, that's how simple it is. So I don't think, and you might get millions of things on the internet, but when a joke is borrowed, it's visible.
Okay.
You know, it loses its originality and you can sense it.
Okay.
You know? It's like when you have movies that are made with jokes robbed from the internet. We all know it when we see it. So it's no fun in that.
No. What about you, Berman? Did you notice anything in these, younger crop of comedians? Something new?
Honestly, I might disagree over there. Yes, of course, comedy is. The thing is, there's a difference. What I don't know whether we ever would do well, say on a few seconds format or a minute format on. But what we've been doing is playing characters in a movie with the context of the story. I've not been, maybe, as a special appearance for some guy while promoting a film. I've done a thing or two, but it's a different game altogether. Creating content as an influencer and then playing a character in a film.
Yeah, and that brings me to my next question. The two of you, of course, are most sought after actors when it comes to comedy in Hindi cinema. But what is it that irks you about the comedy that we see in movies?
Honestly, I'll tell you something. If something does not make me laugh, I don't necessarily have to be irked by it.
Okay.
It's making somebody else laugh.
Okay.
And that's what it is. I'll respect if somebody laughed, that's great. It doesn't mean I should find it funny, but if I find it funny, that's great. So I don't think anything irks me so much. Maybe I'm getting a little older and I'm becoming a little
Diplomatic.
It's not diplomatic. It's not at all. I say there's a certain type of comedy that I might like. I may not enjoy this kind of comedy. But if it doesn't, it's not that I enjoy a certain kind of comedy means there's someone who's not enjoying it. As long as somebody enjoys it, as long as that comedy is hitting it out of the ballpark for somebody, I'm okay with it.
All right.
You won't believe this. I'm watching that day. I was going on YouTube and I was watching a Tamil comedian.
Which one?
I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember. He was talking. He was doing his comedy in Tamil, and the audience is going crazy. I said, I got to listen to this guy. That's what Arshad said. And I'm reading the subtitles, and while I'm reading the subtitles and the way he's delivering it, I'm enjoying myself. Comedy is comedy at the end of the day. If somebody is laughing, it's great. I don't get hurt.
And as an actor, I think it's our job to portray whatever's written to the best of our ability. Whether we believe in it or not is a different story altogether. It's not for us to decide. You have accepted to the film, you're committed to the movie, and you got to deliver. Like, I'll be honest with you, a lot of the comedy that I do, I personally cannot write that or I cannot conceive that. That is not my sensibility. But I deliver it. Okay. Because I know that there are people who are watching, they're going to love it.
Okay. Before I wrap up, I'm going to ask you a question that everyone asks you, right? You meet funny people, what do they say? Tell me a joke. Do they ask you that?
No.
Tell us a joke. Did they ask you that?
Arshad tells a joke even if he's not asked. So,
yeah. So they tell me, stop telling me a joke.
Stop it, is it?
No, but that, I know what you're saying. This used to happen to me when I came into the industry. My first few films, that they would just think that I'm going to start saying something anytime.
Yeah. It happened to me earlier.
Yeah, but now it doesn't. Now it's like.
Once I was in Dubai and there was this. She was very big fan and all that. She was a radio jockey and she was very excited to see me. And I opened the door and I said, "Hello, good morning." Funny nahi hai. She said, I have driven God knows all over the place to do some promotion.
Preconceived notion.
In a second, within seconds. Funny nahi hai. What a disappointment.
I get things like, funny nahi hai. I get things like, aap to bahut serious hai. Aap to bahut serious hai.
Either I get because of the roles I played, aap to bahut khadus honge.
That's funny, but considering you have so much pressure on you, do the two of you have that one go-to joke? If there's too much pressure, you're like, okay, fine, I'll just use this joke. Do you have that one go-to joke?
I can't do a go-to joke with Arshad because it doesn't work.
Okay. Because all the jokes he cracks that people laugh are mine.
Okay. Fair enough.
For him and me, it's not go-to, it's come back.
Come back. Exactly. I like that.
Arshad is very quick on his feet. Very quick. He thinks on his feet and it's a great blessing. Actually, it's a huge talent. It's a huge talent. He has nothing to do with it, but it's a huge talent.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, there was a beginning and end. We started off with Baman dissing Arshad, and at the end, there's a compliment. I love the art of the interview. Thank you, guys. It was so much fun talking to the two of you.
Pleasure.
I can't wait to watch the show.
Thank you so much.